Now I'm looking at myself when I was a teenager, and this photograph was taken by a photographer who had a business in Porter Street in Hull, and it was a bit of a game really, in that sense of the word. There was myself and one or two other young men, and the founder of the Ealing Foursquare Gospel Alliance was the Principal George Jeffreys, who had a black jacket with striped trousers, you know, and all the young men seemed as though they wanted. It was a game where sometimes you wanted to copy people or be like them. So myself and the others all had the same, and so we had our photographs taken like that. There was three of us. There was me, there was Jack Gardner, and there was Ronnie Chapman, and we all said that we would remain together and we would be bachelors. Well, that went on for a little while, probably about a year, not much longer, and Jack Gardner was the first one to cast his eyes on Doreen, and to cut a long story short, they got married. Then Ron Chapman was the other young fella. He thought, well, if Jack can get married, so can I. He found a young lady. She belonged to church, of course, and she lived at Beverley, just a few miles outside of Hull, and eventually they got married. So there was only one man on his own, and then I read where it said it was not good for man to live alone. So I thought, well, if they two can get married, so can I. And eventually I got attached to Grace, and we started courting, and as you've heard me on the previous picture, we started courting in 1935. We were engaged in 1937, and then we got married in 1939. So all we three bachelors all fell apart and got married.
On your jacket there's a pin.
Oh, it's an Ealing Crusader badge. That was for Crusaders.
Right. And what does that mean? What was a Crusader?
Well, it was a young movement in the setup of the church and the whole movement, Crusaders.
Right.
Mm. It's just a photograph of a Bible, a Holy Bible on. I don't. We have one, but Joyce will have it with the things, because when Ken was lost, they found his badge and his New Testament in his tunic pocket.
All right.
So we still have the badge. Mm.
And in that picture, you said teens, but are you older teens or around 16? Or
16 there, yeah.
You were thinking about 16?
Yeah. And that was the day when you could get the colours that I like. I always wore stiff collars.
You only wore stiff collars?
Yeah.
And were they made out of cardboard or pressed paper?
Well, your late firm used to sell them. I was even, but they were very, very good. No, that was very good.